Friday! And yes, it is 11/4/2002. We are here on the Arizona Cardinals cast. And guess what we're going to do today? We are going to do what we do every Friday. Talk about the Cardinals, not one, not two, not three, not four, but five. 5 keys to victory. Because there are 5 keys to victory in every game they play. And as I say, since you got, little Kyler Murray, you're supposed to have a chance to win every game. You train him like it. So, the 5 keys to beating the Seahawks. Which, I don't know. Even though the Cardinals are favored by 2, I think that everybody and their mother's picking the Cardinals to lose. Just to let you know. Number 1 key. Pressuring Eugene. You got to pressure Mr. Eugene Smith. That means bring stunts, blitzes. Get in Geno's face. I am waiting for the other shoe to drop. You are waiting for the other shoe to drop. Do I think that Geno Smith's going to keep up this level of production all season? It seems like the national media is like, oh my gosh, yes he is. I don't believe it. I believe that the other shoe is going to drop. I'm going to go by, maybe I'm just going to go by history instead of analytics on the numbers. No, I am going to go by history and say that Geno Smith has never played like this, and I don't think he can sustain playing like this. And I think that in the first meeting, Vance Joseph actually had a good game plan, brought some pressure, really did confuse Geno Smith. As you know, the Seahawks, it was probably one of their worst definitely their worst offensive performance in the last 6 weeks. Against the Cardinals in a game that we know that the Cardinals offense decided not to show up. Anyways, pressure Geno. Get in his face. I have a feeling that Geno is dying to start turning the ball over, and let's let him do it. Richard Sherman, this is for you. Run the ball! Yes, run the ball. James Conner, there's a good chance that James Conner is going to return. I love ASU, but James Conner, I think, is the best, at least, running back on this team. He is. We need him back. I think that he can establish the running game on early downs. Also, hey, run the ball with Kyler Murray a little bit, too. I don't know why you don't run the ball more with Kyler. You need to play desperate in this game. I mean, I know I did not put that as one of the 5 keys. I did not put that as one of the 5 keys to win. But that kind of goes without saying. You got to play really desperate. This is your season, as I've been saying all week. You lose, the season is over. And I don't want the season to be over, neither do you. So run the damn ball. Number 3, protect the damn ball. You know what happened in the second half against the Vikings? The Cardinals did not protect the ball. The play of the game was, I'm sorry to put you on the spot there, Greg Dortch. I still love you. Greg Dortch muffing that punt was the play of the game. Cardinals just got a big sack. J.J. Watt on Kirk Cousins. Cardinals, all of a sudden, all they need is a field goal to take the lead, and Greg Dortch muffs the punt. And the Vikings go down and score a touchdown. And, well, thanks to Greg Joseph, the Cardinals had a chance still, and they didn't do anything with it. But anyways, that's in the past. We're now to this week. Got to protect the ball. Cardinals turned it over twice in the first meeting. Kyler did against Seattle. That was the only time this season until this past week that the Cardinals had multiple turnovers in a game. Protect the ball. And guess what? You protect the football, you have a good chance to win this football game. Truly believe that. I don't know. I might be grasping at straws on this one. Or maybe it's not even grasping at straws. I think it's more of a... And this is what, right now the Cardinal season, to give you a little bit of an analogy. To any of you, I live in Las Vegas. I lived in Arizona for most of my life, but I live in Las Vegas now, not far from the Valley. Go to the Valley all the time. We'll probably go down there and visit next month. The one thing I will say is that I love blackjack. Big blackjack guy. I like to go to the casino, play some blackjack. I can't play a lot, Just don't have the funds to go down. Blow $500 on a Friday night. But sometimes we can go down there. Me and the Mrs. Drew, and we go, maybe throw a few bucks, have some fun. Cardinal season right now for us fans, we have 17 against a 10. That's what I feel like right now. We're staying and praying. pretty much the trade deadline, that's what I felt like you were doing. Stay and pray, stay and pray. You have a chance. It's not a good chance, but you still have a chance. Maybe the dealer's going to bust. That's what you're hoping. You're hoping to have a 2, 3, or 6 underneath that card, even though the probability is less than 20% that that's the case. And that's what we're hoping for right now. So this is kind of to shift back to clock management. Oh my gosh. Cliff Kingsbury. I actually think Cliff Kingsbury at the end of halves, I'm going to give him credit. I think he's been one of the best in the league. You know, actually that Green Bay game last year, I don't know if you remember, he did a beautiful job of running down the clock in that game. Against the Eagles this year, actually, he did almost maybe too good of a job of running down the clock. And that's so like the Jalen Hurts and Aaron Rodgers, as you can see last week, you know, you can't fault them when you're down 14-3 against the Vikings and they score a touchdown with 47 seconds left. You know he was trying to score a touchdown with 17 seconds left because Minnesota, that gave Kirk Cousins enough time to go down and get in the long field goal range with a little bit of help from not calling intentional grounding, which I was losing my mind when they didn't call intentional grounding on Kirk Cousins, if you remember the play, Cards fans. So this is what I'm saying. When I mean clock management, I don't mean clock management necessarily at the end of half, so I think Cliff actually does a pretty good job with that. I mean clock management as in getting the play in and Kyler getting the snap off before there's 6 seconds left on the frickin' play clock. How often does this happen? I feel like we see this happen maybe 10, 12 times a game where Kyler Murray's getting the guys up to the line of scrimmage with 4 seconds left on the play clock, and all of a sudden he's frantically putting his foot down to snap the ball before you get a delay of game penalty, or you have to force an ill-advised timeout. This is unacceptable for a team. This isn't a new system. This isn't Nathaniel Hackett and Russell Wilson who are just getting to know each other. These guys have been together now. This is their 4th season. This is unacceptable, and this is one of the main reasons why I think your job's on the line, Cliff Kingsbury. It's not even just the on-field results. It's the fact he looks so discombobulated. Number 5. This also goes to you, Cliff Kingsbury. You know, your first 15 plays. Last year, in that 7-0 start, the Cardinals, the Rams game, the Browns game, the Titans game week 1, the 49ers game, actually, where they won 17-10, also the Colt McCoy 49ers game. Cardinals started fast in all those games. Really got on the other team quickly and pinned them down before they had a chance to even, respond. This team, for whatever reason, this is a very similar roster. It's not like the roster turnover is dramatic, but for whatever reason this season, not happening. This week, you got to start fast. One of these games, you got to start fast. I want to see you score a touchdown on the first possession and not give up a touchdown on the first possession. Believe it or not, in the first meeting against the Seahawks, that was one of only 3 games this year of the 8 that the Cardinals did not allow a first possession touchdown to the opposing team. Vance Joseph's defense for how, and a lot of the praises they deserve. We know that their secondary maybe lacks the talent, especially a corner that they'd rather have. You have practice squad guy Antonio Hamilton who plays his butt off, but come on, he's no Jalen Ramsey in terms of talent, and no one's going to confuse him with that. And he's playing important snaps. Trayvon Mullen has done nothing since he's been with the team. But the deal is here, to shift back to it, start fast. You got to start fast. Score a touchdown. How about the Cardinals go up 7-0 to start the game? Wouldn't that be, oh my gosh, what the heck? The first meeting against Seattle was their best first possession of the game, and their only really good possession the whole game. And then all of a sudden, Kyler Murray, which this is on you, K1. This is on you, K1. Second and goal from the Seahawks 1. You run out of bounds on a play that the Seahawks did a good job that they called on a quarterback rollout. You know, Kyler, that you can just throw the ball away, even though it's a designed run. You can throw the ball away. You lost 3 yards, ruined the drive. You had to settle for a field goal. You throw the ball away, it's 3rd and goal at the 1, and you still have a chance to score. Anyways, I will say, we've seen, the home game, was good. The road game, struggled. I think having James Conner back actually would make a big impact. And there's a good chance he's going to play. He's been limited in practice. Today's practice will say it, I am going to start him in fantasy, at least in my bad fantasy team. Because I have a bad fantasy team and an okay fantasy team. The okay fantasy team, hey, Josh Jacobs and Travis Etienne, thank you. 2 good running backs. Anyways, start fast. Twitter at Stu Drew. Follow me. Please like and subscribe. Trying to get those followers. Let's clap our hands. Come on. Hopefully we're going to be talking on Sunday, Monday about a victory. I hope so. Otherwise, talk the REM music up, which I don't want to do yet. Not going there. Bye.